everyone, welcome back. So, Marshall season 1, episode 8, titled Blowback, really leans into the idea that every action has consequences and not the neat, predictable kind. The episode throws the team into a situation where past decisions, both recent and buried, start surfing in a messy and sometimes chaotic ways. It's the kind of mess that can elevate a story, but here's it also risks dragging the show into unnecessary complications. One of the biggest issues comes from the growing web of personal relationship of the team. Mixing romance with high stakes law enforcement is almost always a bad idea, and this episode proves exactly why. Pete and Belle sharing a kiss combined with Miles being involved with Pete's daughter creates tension that spills directly into the workplace. Suddenly, decisions don't feel purely professional anymore. When Pete assigns Cowboy and Barbie to the field and leaves the so called backbenchers behind, it immediately feels like punishment, whether intentional or not. That perception alone is enough to disrupt team trust. The danger here isn't just awkwardness, it's narrative distraction. Instead of focusing on gripping cases or character depth, the show risks getting bogged down in interpersonal drama that doesn't add much value. If this continues, the writer will either have to fully lean into soap opera territory or awkwardly ignore the fallout, and neither option really serves the show well. Honestly, this is one thread that would be better resolved quickly and left as a strange footnote rather than a defining element. On the other hand, the episode delivers much stronger drama when it dives into Casey's and Pete's shared past. The arrival of Garrett shifts the background tension into the spotlight, and suddenly things feel meaningful. There's a clear disconnect between Casey and Pete, and despite Pete being the leader, Casey consistently undermines him, breaks protocol, and behaves like an equal rather than a subordinate. Garrett's presence hints at a darker incident from their SEAL days, something serious enough to result in a teammate's death and leave lasting trauma. This is where the show really shines. The tension between Casey and Pete feels earned, layered, and full of potential. It's the kind of storyline that can define a series if handled properly. Unlike the romantic drama, this conflict adds weight and raises the stakes in a way that feels natural. The case itself also benefits from a more serialized approach. Instead of wrapping everything up neatly, the story stretches across multiple episodes, allowing for deeper exploration. Randall's return is a standout moment, especially given his history with Casey. His vendetta feels personal and dangerous, escalating to the point of kidnapping a US Marshal. The intensity of his action, paired with a chilling monologue, makes him one of the more memorable antagonists so far. Another surprise comes from Riley Green, who steps in and delivers a performance that feels more seasoned than expected. For someone primarily known for music, he handles a demanding role with confidence and presence, easily holding his own in a tense procedural setting. Still, the episode isn't without its flaws. Character consistency remains an issue. Personalities seem to shift depending on the scene. Andrea, for example, swings between extremes, making the show vulnerable. In the end, Blowback is a solid episode with a strong central theme and some genuinely compelling threads. The military backstory and the ongoing case are where the show thrives, delivering tension and intrigue that keeps you invested. But the unnecessary romantic drama and uneven character writing threaten to dilute that strength. If Marshall can focus on the right kind of message, the kind rooted in history, conflict, and consequence, it has real potential. But if it keeps getting distracted by avoidable complications, it risks losing its direction just as it started to lose its footing. Thank you for watching. Bye.